Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Saka here with another episode of Hearts of Iron for the Canada Popular State. And when we last left off, we had some intrepid Yugoslavians land on Hawaii and then decide that I guess they didn't want to be in the war anymore. Hopefully today we'll be able to make some moves toward Mexico. Right now we are researching our encryption, which should help us out in the grand scheme of things. Let's see here. Missing equipment production. Yeah, we're producing enough. We're producing the Valentine 3 Mark 1, and that will be used to reinforce our front lines here very well. Taking a look at our reinforcement rate, we only need 33 light tanks to support our troops on the front lines, and then we can focus on the upgrades and then get them down to our basic training units. Aha! So these guys can train up just a little bit more. They almost have the tanks that they so need and desire. It'll be good to have these 5 more divisions to deploy so we can actually seriously consider taking on Mexico, which as of now stands at 41% communist, so we can stage a coup and either ally them, which would be pretty cool, so they can help us fend off these invasions, because what I'm thinking is that we're going to have quite the opposition on our east coast. So if we ally Mexico, then they can use their own army to help us fend off any more naval invasions that may occur. I don't think they have any supply or any resources that would be really beneficial for us. 48 oil, 4 iron, and 10 tungsten. If they had rubber, then I could see taking them over, but as of now, if we just puppeted them and made them our ally, then we can, we can do some work. As far as our research goes, yep, encryption's almost done. We are also researching the Rocky Mountain Rangers, which gives us a 50% bonus to research for those mountain divisions, which is our entire force. Our ground force is the mountain division and tanks. So that would be pretty powerful stuff when it's all said and done. Looking at our, let's see here, construction, we are still constructing all of those anti-aircraft positions on the East Coast, just in case the Brits think they can get some air superiority over us in that way. Let's see. Yep, these guys are almost done. So what happened to these guys? They had their tanks taken away and they lost their training? I don't know. Either that or they can officially begin training. Aha! Our encryption is done. Let's see what else lies in here. 1942 September. 5% research time would be extremely beneficial. So we can make the most out of our slots and we can really get them going. Our Bren Mark III mortars are about done, which gives us a 3% defense and breakthrough with all of our mountain divisions, which is extremely beneficial to us. It doesn't help the light tanks, it doesn't seem, but we'll be okay. What I think I want to do now is, since we have our political power, we can start staging a coup here for the Communist Party in, let's say, Baja California. We can send some equipment there. The resistance will pop up here. We'll be able to assist them once we can move our divisions to, say, the west line here. We can support the communist regime. We are increasing that growth, and it looks like February of 1943 they'll pop. So hopefully they don't join. Well, even if they do join, like the Allies or the Axis, that coup will still fire and we can win that war for them. Hopefully they won't be supported by German or British troops in that endeavor, because right now if we split the Mexicans in half as far as troop size is concerned, that'll be, say, 22 to 25 communist divisions that'll spring up because of the party ideology. In in conjunction with our 25 that we ultimately will have, it should be a pretty good heads-up fight. And we've got the armor to support. We've got the air power we can bring down here to Texas. All right, the Rocky Mountain Rangers are done. Let's see what we can do now. Infantry weapons. Ooh, 50% research bonus for infantry weapons. I think I will take that for sure. Because the Valentine tank, we're already researching that, but I want that reduction in infantry weapons because in 21 days, 1942, once we get... so we have to get improved infantry equipment first. So our next research slot will go here, then we'll get the reduction for our infantry weapons there, and everything will be peachy keen. All right, this is working out well, I believe. What I'll do is, these guys right here, I'm going to tell them that their fallback line is no longer required, and I'm going to put their front line, say, right here, until it turns yellow. Something like that. And then I want my offensive line to be right here. We'll get that big planning bonus. All 10 divisions will be moving that way, and they'll just begin planning in preparation for that big push into Mexico. I can also take these divisions and shore up this eastern side, the Rio Grande, which will be definitely difficult to cross. I'm not delusional in that fact. These divisions from New Mexico all the way to California should have no trouble crossing, but these divisions here on the Rio Grande may be difficult to push through. Let's keep you in a balanced manner, please. I don't want to go over my head. As far as basic training is concerned, these guys are 98%. Once they train up and they'll be ready to go, we will deploy them and have them join this line here. Excellent. 99% trained. Come on, 100% trained is all we need. We do have all of our equipment to stage that coup in Mexico. Oh, we've got some free military factories, so we are producing all of the lines of tanks that we need. Looks like we need more artillery. Let's go ahead and put that factory on artillery production, and then we'll shift that around. Once our artillery is made, we'll shift it into the support equipment and then the infantry equipment. Manpower is getting a little low, if I have to say so. Free civilian factories. Let's put down some more military factories up here in, say, Nebraska. Right there in the heart, so that will take care of that. And our free military factories, once again, let's put it max infantry weapon, and then start with the support equipment and the artillery production. That will get those factories in the queue. Feeling pretty good. Oh, we've got 4. So those are the 4 out of basic training, correct? Those are indeed. Matter of fact, let's just do 1. So our manpower will go down while these divisions are trained up, but I won't add any more units. And these 4 will be attached to this line here. So they're going to move down. They're going to become part of the plan. Should be 14 divisions pushing, which there are. And then we'll wait for these guys to pop out of basic training. There's our mortar. We can research the improved infantry equipment. Once that's researched, then we'll be good to go. More civilian factories. Let's just flood everything with military factories, please. Looks like these divisions are going to be okay. I don't want to pull them off the East Coast just yet, but we are starting to form up here, get that good planning bonus. What does he think? Still preparing, and divisions are not in position, so he doesn't think that they are a superior enemy force, which is really awesome. When our next research trade drops here in the field hospital, I think I want to go ahead and research that infantry, the Mountain Infantry 3, since we have that 50% reduction in time, which will help out all of these divisions equally and just be all around awesome. November 1941, how are things stacking up? The German Reich's capital is here in Berlin, of course. Are you at war with Britain yet? You are not. Their expeditionary forces, they're giving military access to the Allies, which I don't like. Oh, how I would just love the United Kingdom and the German Reich to go to war. But I think we are the most intimidating. Wow, the German Reich has produced 200% tension. Don't you like that, Britain? I mean, come on. Seriously. All right, we'll go ahead and add him to the division. We're going to have a nice, massive force here. The divisions in basic training are funneling out. Reinforcements will have their light tanks soon. And we're all reinforced up, so those tanks are going for the upgrade and not the reinforcement. And they should have their tanks soon. They will train up, and we will be awesome. Now, right now, we have more divisions than one general can handle. These generals should be pretty equal. Level 5 with a hills and a forest focus, and a level 5 with an attack focus over the river, which is perfect. They are going over the Rio Grande, so that seems to be a legitimate strategy. I tell you what, let's go ahead and delete this fallback line order and get them a front line right here across the Rio Grande and focus their offensive line right here as well, and they can begin that training exercise. Any further divisions that come out of basic training, I will attach to this general. So when they attack across the river, that will be pretty good. I almost want to pull these lines to the left and then extend this guy over. That way that all units that are perfect in attacking over the river can do so with ease. That is my thoughts. And matter of fact, let us do that. So I want to edit your line. You are actually going to be over here. And I want this guy's line to be up here. There we go. So now those units should adjust accordingly. Yep, they are moving away. And these divisions should start getting right on that river. We're about a year away from staging that coup. So hopefully these divisions can come out of basic training before then and help join the cause. They need 42 light tanks. We should be producing that very quickly. And then we will be producing a surplus of that tank. And it should be just a matter of time of crossing. Divisions. Okay, they have 6 arties, 19. So it looks like they have no armor here. So our armor should be able to pierce through this infantry very well. Recon Company 3 is done. Let's get our Mountain Infantry 3 upgrade done and in the book. More free civilian factories. Let's military it up. Idaho, you are now our boy. Iowa, Wisconsin, and Illinois shall be built up. There's our field hospital. And it is a shame that this isn't unlocked yet. 87 days. How's our research? Okay, so in 52 days, we are going to be able to get Infantry Weapons 3. So we can go ahead with our research. Field Hospital 4 is way away. Signal Company, though, isn't too bad. The initiative will help their attack. We'll need all the initiative we can get. Yeah, we've got a nice, strong line up here. Divisions are still preparing, yes. Inferior enemy bonus is going up. And the division is still preparing, but once they get in position and they really start deploying, we'll get that massive bonus. Yep, planning, experience, and then the planning bonuses are going up for all of these guys. Once they get in position, the general is acting accordingly. We've got a good group of guys here. Only 2 of them are regulars, but the rest of them are at least trained, and we've got a bunch of regulars over here. So our primary force is crossing the river, which is where I think I need them to be. Free military factories. Let's go ahead and tell them to produce all of the artillery and all of the support equipment. We need it. Did a division just pop? Because now we need a lot of tanks. Whoops, our national focus is done. Our long branch arsenal. Which, what did that do? Did that give us... Crap, I don't even remember what effect that gave us. I'm terrible. Alright, oil and more building slots. The walkie-talkie. Research bonus for that. Let's see, the Black Devils, Marine and Airborne. Armored technology ahead of time. I don't think we can do anything down here. We can, quote, supply the Red Army and join the Comintern and then get more factory output in the long scheme, which I think might not be too bad. Or we can get these continuous focuses. Division training time, infrastructure, air and naval, resistance, construction repair, technology sharing. Joins faction research. Well, we're not really in much of a faction. Tell you what, while they're in training, I'll go ahead and activate that. And that's going to be ongoing. Training time should go down on these guys, and they do have all of their equipment, so that's going to help us get these 4 divisions out to the front very quickly. And they need a lot of upgrades on the light tanks. They need 2,800 tanks. And, I mean, the cap is almost really high. We're going to need all of this extra stuff, but I think what I want to do is throttle some of these back and then make a brand new line of Mark tanks, or the Mark 1 tanks, and go from there. Free civilian factories, which means more military factories. Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, and Tennessee. You are ready to go. Build all of those factories. We will need them. 54%, March 1942. So 3 months, these divisions will pop out. Should be good. I want to make sure that they are absolutely trained up. Okay, this guy's ready to move. The division is still preparing, but an inferior enemy by every stretch of the imagination. Or do we just claim? Do we justify a war goal on them? Since they are inferior, I think I want to do that. Conquer the Yucatan. 6 political power. Lasts 30 days. I mean, that's not bad. So we'll send that. Cancel the popularity boost. Cancel staging the coup. Well, we'll keep that in mind. Just in case this turns bad, we can still break Mexico away. But they don't have any armor. These divisions are solely infantry and artillery based. So our tanks may be able to really run them. Large river crossing. The division is still preparing. But you guys are the river masters. You get a 5% bonus to river crossing. Once we get our divisions out of basic training, that's when I will jump. So what I'll do is whenever the declaration of war is ready, they're guaranteed Mexico. Mexico can be guaranteed all it wants. Free military factories. Let's make a brand new line. Build that Mark I armor. Put that at the top of the queue. And just get all of these factories in there ready to go. That way we can help them out. That's what I'm feeling. 18 days from our recon and our reinforcement rates, which is excellent. Speaking of which, I'll keep my manpower here to reinforce any divisions that may be lost here. We've got a pretty substantial group trying to come in from the west. The east may be where we run into some problems, but I mean, we'll put 4 more divisions on here, so we'll have 15 and 10. It is risky with that large river crossing. He doesn't say inferior enemy, but so hopefully when our 4 divisions join the eastern line, that will make them an inferior enemy. We've got the whole line ready to go, so it's just a matter of time before we get these guys here and trained. March 1942, April 1942, and April 1942. Free civilian factories. Let's help out our tanks. All right. Pennsylvania, West Virginia, well, Virginia, Maryland, North Carolina, South Carolina. Go ahead and give me everything you got there as far as military factories are concerned. Why are we red? And why are they green? That doesn't make sense. What are we? Are we the enemy? That doesn't. Oh well, I'll roll with it. Doesn't matter. All right, March. That's fine. We'll add all of these. When is that justification of Mexico done? Staging a coup. Justifying war goals. January. January 26th. So that justification is almost done. I will tell you what. Deploy all lines and get them to the front, please. They're going to join up. They won't be as trained, but they will provide a little bit of the boost that we need to cross that river, I believe. Use that infrastructure, get down through Oklahoma and get down to Texas. Let's tell our Air Force to stage. We need all of our fighters in close air support to be stationed here in Texas, and we want you guys to be doing close air support here in Mexico. So they should be relocating from Virginia. We will have air superiority when we cross. And our war goals will be justified and ready. Come on, boys. What's taking you so long? All right, infiltration in depth. Details are done. Where are we on these? 35 days. If we can do another land doctrine. What is our final land doctrine down here? Okay, land doctrine is done. Engineering. We're on time with 1942 tech. So let us, research that advanced artillery. That is going to be nice. We've got that advanced artillery upgrade. Researching that 1943 tech. And he's taking it slow, so he is at maximum organization when he gets down here. All right, justification is done. We have our available war goal. Let us declare war. I know these guys are already our enemies. Call in our allies, why not? All right, we are at war. Go ahead and push. German Reich has joined Mexico. Mexico joined the Axis power. Let's slow this down to speed 2 and watch these battles take place. We are pushing in. We're defending well. Our Air Force should be giving superiority. Can they penetrate us? They can pierce our armor divisions. They are nice and wide. Are we making any moves across here? May be difficult. I thought you guys said you were they were an inferior force. Okay, we're pushing down into Baja. All right, we're pushing in. That river crossing is difficult, but once we get in, we'll be... Yep, we're surrounding them, defending the bridge, attack and defender damage, assaulting the bridge. Yeah, we're making that push. Making that push indeed. So now we're attacking from the side. We're crossing the river, and once we get across the river, I believe things will go better in our favor. Look, you guys got 7 divisions. Okay, you are pushing in. I was gonna say, you got 7 divisions. Why are you not pushing in? The one division that's gonna come down here, no, keep the pressure on. You come all the way down here. Every bit of you. And then the rest of y'all can do your own thing. But I want this Baja, Mexico to be seized. We are making that push across the river. I don't know why you're moving up there. Yeah, 3 divisions there. That would be crazy to push in there. All right. Things are going well. Why are you moving over here? You 3 divisions push down here, please. These guys can take it. It is not that big a deal. We want to help you guys out. Yeah, you guys are making the long push. All right, so that is all the same. This one tank can do the job. That's fine. He's good. All right. One bad thing about it, we won't be able to actually take Mexico until the whole war is done. So what that means is they'll just be sort of sitting here as a defeated state, and then we've got to do the heavy work of, I guess, making sure Germany falls with the help from Britain. I'm not sure how that's gonna go. But we've got these guys pushed back on the ropes. I'm liking what I see here. They're trying to move in, but we've got them covered. You guys aren't there yet? Holy crap. Get in there. What's taking you so long? They decided to cross the river. That's what they're doing. This tank still is chugging along. Yeah, you guys all wrap around here. That's fine. And then once these divisions take this, then it won't be 3 divisions anymore. They should shift over. Our river boys are pushing. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We are claiming. Excellent. So things are kicking into gear, thankfully. Where are these tanks going? Get in there. We're crying out loud. All right, these 3 divisions are pushing up on the west coast. They're starting to fan out and take the land. That is awesome. Enemy has air superiority. In the southwest, I don't care. They're not invading. Oh, Mexico's moving over to, Mexico's moving into Florida. So you say. Well, maybe we can get them to capitulate before they go bonkers. Because we are pushing in awful hard here. I don't want to pull any divisions back. But possibly what I want to do... They've got to... So this is an interesting dilemma. They're going to move through Florida, but we're going to move all the way through Mexico and and seize them very quickly. I don't think I want to pull these guys off. I just want to crush all of Mexico. So let's make a secondary offensive line all the way to the Yucatan. No. What are you doing? I want to make a second offensive line then right here. Why is that pulling that? No divisions? Okay. So we'll delete this line here. And then assign all these guys to this line here. Get all 15 of you going. And then from this line, we'll go ahead and make a secondary offensive line equally good and instigate that plan as well. So they should be following through. We're pressuring all of the cavalry down here with our tank. No. You come down here. You finish these guys off. I don't know why you're retreating. We want all of Baja California seized. They will try to take Florida. Aggressive. Just push hard, all y'all. We've got enough that we're routing them. We're organized enough that we can push through and take Mexico City. And then they may capitulate. How is Mexico doing? 11%. Then we might have to take some divisions and focus them in Florida. But that will be for the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. We are invading Mexico. We are pushed across the river. Everyone is reorganizing. And we've got a little bit of occupation in Italy. Italian Florida. I bet you never heard that. But that's going to do it for me in this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. And I will see you in the next Hearts of Iron 4 video. Take care.